Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You've got Bert and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors of the world. And today we're talking about a certain stock that I talked about last Sunday and how I just got 15% more dollars and the potential to add 17% more income.
Smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. How about you boys? The Dividend Diplomats. We are talking to you today about some dividend stocks like we do every day, like we do 5 days a week, like we've been doing for years upon years as we document our journey to financial freedom.
We eat, sleep, and drink dividends, baby. And guys, this is going to piggyback on Saturday's video. Make sure you guys check Saturday's video out because Bert sold a stock and has some proceeds of over $500 to invest with. And it's funny, the video is about Warner Brothers Discovery. So my video is actually about the other side of the coin, guys. It is about Paramount Skydance, PSKY ticker symbol, because they did announce, or there's a rumor of an announcement that they are preparing a bid to submit to merge, aka acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. We're filming this September 11th, 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Now, usually when this happens, the one that's getting acquired stock pops. Now, Bert, what happened to Paramount Skydance's stock today?
Well, Paramount jumped up 15% on the rumor. You're right. Usually when the stock getting acquired jumps, the acquiree drops down in value, right? Well, with this all cash offer that they're preparing, acquire-or, you're right. I apologize. No. Paramount in this situation, the acquire-or, you would have expected them to drop because they're going to be paying out cash and taking on debt for Warner Brothers. So less value left for the company. Not today. That 15% jump is rather unusual, and the market is buying the news for both Warner Brothers and Paramount that a potential merged entity has created more value for both somehow.
Somehow, guys. So last week's video, we talked about how I was forced to exit Walgreens Boots line to my wife's account, and that Paramount Skydance was the next up. We showed the market value, the loss, the tax benefits of a loss, kind of the option premiums I've generated from covered calls this year on Paramount, what yield it's added to the portfolio for Paramount from the options written, and the fact that I'm writing those covered calls, again, because I own over 100 shares. In fact, I almost own 200 shares. And, kind of what would happen if the shares get called and what I would do with the proceeds. Well, it's funny, as we're filming this, I do have my covered call at $18. They're trading at, I think, over 17.5 right now.
Yep, 17.5 in the after hours. So it'll be a fun day tomorrow to see what's going to happen. So I won for $20, I think. Mine is $20, and I can't remember what Friday it expires. Might expire next Friday, actually.
I think it's next Friday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So I just made a video about what I had then, but let's do a new update now, just so you guys can see how big of a difference it was from not selling last week and then now holding it into this week. Yeah. It's a huge difference, Bert, because to kick it off, last week my value was about $2,800 as of last Thursday. Now it's over $3,300 of value. So I've gained just over $500 in value from week to week.
Yeah, you were staring a $3,100, almost $3,200 capital loss in the face. Now that's dropped down to under $2,700, Lanny.
Yeah, incredible what a week could do. Again, still terrible. Still a $2,700 loss. No pats on back on for that one.
No, but we talked about in your covered call strategy how ecstatic you'd be if you got to that 18 mark and you'd sell it because the loss would be low. This is exactly why we said an 18 would be a great exit price if that covered call hit. It's just funny how fast that became a reality as we were going through it.
Yeah, and it's funny is I hope it's green tomorrow, and it would be hilarious if they finished under because then, because of the momentum, come Monday, I'll probably be able to write a very juicy premium covered call on this one.
100%. You.
So here I am. So now the tax benefit was $763. That's dropped to about $641. The option premium yield was at one point adding in almost a full percent. That's now dropped because of the increase in market value of about 0.79%, Bert.
Yeah. Well, I mean, market value pops. That's your denominator. It's gonna it's gonna lower that. It's gonna lower the yield.
It's gonna lower that bad boy. You know what's funny?
That's
One of my close friends, I told him to buy Paramount when they were under like $9.
mhm.
I was like, they're gonna get acquired by Skydance at 15. So you've already built in the arbitrage. So just
Yeah.
buy a ton. I'll have to check in with him to see if he did.
Yeah.
Because if so, he's doubled up his money for sure.
Yeah. And that's wild. I mean, it's great. It's great for a lot of people that were bought into there and bought into the Warner Brothers discovery. But there's another big facet to this, Lanny. When you sold this, you were going to lose $38 of income, like you said. But you always had this plan to how you were going to reinvest the proceeds. And you were going to split it evenly amongst your smorgasbord of ETFs that you invest in, right, Lanny?
Yeah. It was gonna be about somewhere around, we'll just round it, about $715, less a few bucks, into VYM, into VOO, into VIG, into SCHD. And all of that was going to bring in about almost $65 in dividend income. So, adding in just about $26 of more income.
That's
But because of the big pop, I've got now more dollars, right, Bert?
As I say, that's the beauty of this. You now have another $500 to allocate amongst the funds. So another $125 to throw into each one of these. So now you can invest almost $850 in each one of those four. And that dividend income you're getting, Laney, jumped from nearly $65 to nearly $76. So you're picking up $11 of dividend income just from that market value appreciation on the exact same transaction you are going to execute.
And guys, if the stock finishes at 18 and I get it signed, that's actually going to be even more dollars than what we're even showing here. But right then and there, because actually some of these ETFs have slightly went down from last week, so I'm actually able to pick up more income. So some of these are working the double way. So I'm getting more value out of Paramount Skydance and picking up more shares of a lower priced ETF.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a huge update. Picking up that $500 in value and then picking up an additional $11 of future dividend income, and even probably 13 or 14 when you factor in the price changes of your ETFs. What a huge difference that 1 week makes, Lanny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ecstatic. Obviously, I'm sitting in a good position, but nothing's actually happened yet. So let's just remember that.
Mhm.
This option could finish at 1750 tomorrow, aka, by the time you're watching this. Or if it hit $18 or anything higher than that, just know that this has been executed or will be executed come September. What would that be? 15th, guys.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about all this too is, again, we're filming this on Thursday the 11th. You're seeing this the 14th, right? I think on Sunday the 14th. There's still a full business day of news that's going to happen. Everyone's just assuming Paramount's going to buy Warner Brothers, but there, like we talked about in yesterday's video, there could be other people come in here, bid more for Warner Brothers, take Paramount out of it, and that 15% jump that's going to happen could just evaporate like that by the time you're seeing this video. So that's a big disclaimer. We don't know what Friday's going to bring, or it could jump even more for all of this too. That's what's crazy. I don't know.
So Bert, you still own Paramount Skydance, right?
Hell yeah, I do. Let's go.
Yeah.
I do. I have some. My call again is at $20 expiring the 18th. So I have a little bit more room from there. And I think I have it in a second account for less than 100 shares. I can't write options on. So
Gotcha. Yeah, so guys,
lucky
what
me.
are you doing with your Paramount Skydance shares if you somehow own this stock? Let us know in those comments, guys.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. Remember, you are either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomat. Over.